Hello, everyone, and welcome back to week 5 of the podcast. 5 weeks, episode 5. Here we are. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's kind of gloomy today.
Truly.
But we're bringing the vibes.
I know. I was like, the one day that we start early, because usually we film like on a weekday afternoon. Mm-hmm. The one day we're like, okay, early morning, weekend, the rainiest, darkest day of the year.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but I kind of like it. I kind of like the gloomy vibe. It's cozy.
I do get that.
Cozy?
I get that. I like a foggy day.
Yeah, me too. I'd rather have the sun. Oh, the eclipse. Oh,
I'm scared.
Are you gonna? Me too. Okay.
I'm scared. Is something gonna happen? There's been earthquakes.
Listen. I feel like the end of the world is coming. Jesus is coming back.
And doomsday. This is why we prepared.
No, this is why you have to submit the Amazon order because we only have it's tomorrow.
24 hours, maybe less. I don't know what time it's supposed to hit.
Do they do same day shipping?
Yeah, I think so.
Amazon?
On some of the products.
We gotta stock up on our REI equipment.
My beef jerky, my tent.
It feels like, well, not that I remember this, but it feels like Y2K a little bit. Where I feel like something's gonna happen
when it went from like 1999 to 2000.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there were people living in bunkers for that time period because they were afraid that the world was gonna end according to the Aztec calendar. However, has anyone checked back up on what the Aztec calendar says for tomorrow?
I don't want to Google it. I think I'm gonna freak out. Is no one scared? Everyone's like so excited, but I'm like terrified.
I know people that are driving out of state to get a better view of it.
Yeah. I know Indiana's a hot spot.
Yeah, Indianapolis.
Like Bloomington. Too. Yeah. I feel they canceled school. Like they canceled class for it.
What?
Yeah.
That's pretty insane. I know people who took PTO because they're.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm like I heard about this last week. They're like, oh yeah, next week I'm on PTO. I'm gonna go see the eclipse, and I'm like, what eclipse? First of all, and now everyone knows about it, but me. Shouldn't I be prepared for this?
Yeah, shouldn't I
be prepared?
Aren't you keeping track of that Aztec calendar?
Wow, really pathetic of me, honestly, to not even know when the end of the world is quickly approaching.
Okay, I just think it's corny to drive hours to watch something for 20 minutes when you can't even look at it with your eyeballs. Like, you have to wear sunglasses. What's the point? If you're not...
The point is
destroying your retinas.
A one in a year life, once a year, once every 8 months. I'm like, isn't there an eclipse every single couple months? I feel like there's always.
And the cicadas are coming back.
And Mercury's in retrograde.
And JoJo Siwa just dropped a music video.
JoJo Siwa is creating an entirely new genre of music.
Gay pop, which as if it didn't exist already.
As if pop music in itself has not been gay since the beginning of time.
Right. I'm like, what did she mean by that? Did she mean she wants to coin the term gay pop? Or does she think that she's creating gay pop? Because if she thinks she's creating gay pop, she has been living under a rock.
Did you see the interview where she's like, all the greatest people in the industry have been contacting me, telling me what I'm doing is amazing and I'm such a pioneer for my generation? And she goes, Lil Nas X. I was like,
girl.
I was like, he's goofing on you. Sorry to tell you.
He doesn't mean, like, he's with his boys.
he's like, should I text JoJo Siwa right now that like her new music video is it? It's it.
I'm dead. That's really, really funny.
I saw the release party on TikTok, and there's videos of her like swinging in a hoop.
What?
Like doing like she's swinging and twirling from a hoop, and it's so funny because it's like, where did this come from? And also, I haven't heard you sing it at all. She's just like dancing in front of the screen.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh, I did see that where she was just like dancing and like lip singing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because is she planning on performing these live? Because she's music going on tour. Is so auto-tune.
Well, she premiered another song and she's like, I wrote this song about my ex. And then like within an hour of it being posted on TikTok, someone was like, this girl wrote this song and put it out 2 years ago. And she didn't change it at all. The only thing she did to change it was yell in the background, "You're welcome." You're welcome. She's like, guys, listen to my ad lib. And she goes, okay, listen up. It's about to come. you're welcome.
Yo, what the fuck?
I'm like, you can't say a song is yours if the only thing you do is yell like quietly in the background on one ad lib.
Yeah, that was insane of her, and I feel so bad for that girl who actually like sang it.
She probably sold it to some sort of recording company, and she's like, I did not want this to fall in the hands of JoJo Siwa.
Yeah,
out of all people.
That poor girl. Okay, I gotta say though, so I watched the video first thing in the morning when it came out, and
I waited for it to premiere at midnight.
You're worse than me.
I am. I was sitting there refreshing YouTube. I was like, I am ready for this.
Heinous. No, I woke up in the morning and I was like, okay, we gotta watch this. Okay.
What's worse, ending your day with JoJo Siwa or starting it?
What's worse, feeling like your opinion changed after seeing the music video.
Okay. Whoa. I'm really terrified of the words that are about to come out of your mouth.
I was surprised and not in a bad way. I don't think it's that bad. The music video.
You're an apologist.
Wait.
JoJo Siwa apologist.
No, I stand by. I still am not a fan of her. But okay, but the music video wasn't that bad.
Can you explain the plot to the music video to me? Because I was like, this doesn't make sense.
No, I wasn't following that. I couldn't decipher what was happening.
I was like, who's the main girl? I was like, is this little redheaded, lava girl? Is this the main girl? Is this the
right? Who's Avery Cyrus? Who's Kylie?
Is this like the side girl? I'm not really understanding what the also, there was the second girl who like wasn't in a different colored costume. She was just like within the group. I'm like, she played barely, like first of all, she got thrown to the floor at the end of the music video. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I kind of was like, damn, like she barely even played a part and you just like beat the fuck out of her at the end of the music video.
Right, JoJo, where's your character?
Absolutely disposed of her.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just thought the dancers were really good, and she didn't look that bad dancing. Like, because you know how she was posting those TikToks where she was just horribly dancing?
Well, she was saying, she's like, I did that as a publicity stunt. She's like, I saw that everyone was commenting saying that it was bad, so I just kept posting it like that. So
see, that I don't know if I believe, but
yeah, I don't believe that. I'm like, okay,
she's probably just backtracking, but I didn't think it was that bad. I'm not a JoJo fan, but I mean, she's doing it. Like, she got so many people's attention.
No, she's doing an amazing job at marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your haters are your motivators.
Exactly.
And I think
your biggest fans.
For sure. And I think that there is opportunity to like shift those people that they're already watching you. So like, what are the chances that you're able to shift it? I think it's possible for sure. I mean, I feel like people can be really wishy-washy with their opinions. Like, I feel like one person can post a video with a differing opinion and then everyone will be like, oh, you know what? You're kind of right. And then the masses will shift. Like, I've seen it on about content creators where one person, for some reason, one video can shift like the entire mindset.
Yeah.
But they'll be like, oh, I never thought about it that way. So I think that there definitely is a possibility. I mean, that already happened. I think that during her Dancing with the Stars era, a lot of people were fans of her. And I would arguably say that was her transition into adulthood.
Yeah.
Was that because she was dancing very provocatively on Dancing with the Stars. She was the first like queer couple to be featured on it.
And then she regressed.
And then for some reason she thought that wasn't like, that was such an organic transition. Right. And she wanted to create like the most manufactured transition ever. And that's what this is.
Yeah. I think she has shifted so many times. Like, I feel like people didn't like her, and then she like came out as gay, and then people started to like her again, and then she would do something and people would be like, okay, fuck JoJo Siwa, let's cancel her. There's so many things she does where it's just like it flip-flops, and she's never stayed like stagnant. Like, the masses just like are like, one day we hate JoJo Siwa, and the next day they're like, she's all right. So yeah. I just think that's just gonna be her brand until she falls off completely.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that she's taking the hate really well.
Yeah.
She is like I think she is very secure in her delusion, and it helps her take on the hate.
I agree with you.
I'm really glad that she can take the hate well because she is getting a lot of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why people feel comfortable continuing with it, because they're like, she's fine.
She's fine.
But I feel like if she came on a screen like in like teary-eyed and was like, I need everyone to stop, I feel like then there would be a huge shift where everyone's like, all right, no more fun. This isn't fun anymore.
That girl is resilient.
Yes.
I don't know if she's crying herself to sleep at night, but she's not showing it. She will not back down.
She's crying herself to sleep in a $1 billion home. So
yeah, no, she's chilling.
She's doing better than me. Doing better than a lot of us.
Sometimes I'm like, damn, it must be nice to be JoJo Siwa. However, I would never want that to be my brand.
I don't. Yeah, I would not either. Just looking at like how she was when she was 16 and who I was when I was 16.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
Like, I wonder if she's done coke.
I hope so. She apparently got mad at Tana Mojo for being like, I want to see
Okay.
JoJo Siwa take a perk 30.
Has this girl ever taken a perk?
Has this girl ever taken a perk 30 and cuss someone out? And she's
that
like,
was so funny, and that was not mean.
but that's literally what we were saying too. We're like, we want to see her fucked up, stumbling out of a club at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I want to see her smoking weed, doing Molly. Like, this is the JoJo we want to see.
Exactly.
She wants to be Miley Cyrus so badly. Okay, take a video of you doing Salvia. I want to see it. You want to be her so bad. Okay, don't be tamed.
Remember when the video of Miley like smoking out of a bong came out, and everyone was freaking out. They were like, we cannot believe she's gone down this dark path. Like, who is she? All these little girls are so disappointed. I remember being so disappointed in her.
Oh, for sure.
I was like, who is this?
That video of Miley Cyrus is what JoJo Siwa thinks she did coming out of the sex shop with the penis plushie.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Like, girl, you are being too like dramatic with it.
I was like, you also picked the most childish thing in the store.
yeah,
You couldn't have come out with like a 12-foot dildo
or
whacking it around.
A vibrator.
Mm-hmm.
Just like something that's normal.
A sex swing like Cara Delevingne.
Yeah. You chose that.
Mm-hmm.
She's just unreal. Like, what?
She's goofy.
Know. She's so goofy.
She's a goofy gal. Silly goofy.
Silly girl. Wait, can you talk about your improv class?
Oh my God, yeah. So I took an improv class because someone on TikTok said that it helped them with job interviews.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. And I was like, also that could probably be beneficial for this, you know, getting my brain working. So I signed up for a drop-in improv class at Second City in Chicago, which is obviously very well known for its comedy, and it's birthed many amazing comedians today. So they're reputable, but I was very prompt to the class. It was me and one other girl. I walked in as me, one other girl.
What?
Yeah, I would go, hello, and she goes, and I go, great. I was like, I'm about to have like a one-on-one session with the fucking instructor on improv comedy.
You paid for a public class. You got a private session out of it.
Almost.
Yeah.
And then so the teacher came in. I thought, I was giggling because I was like, is this part of the joke? He didn't say a word. I said hello to him too because I wanted to like get out. I wanted to get out of my own nerves. So I'm like, I feel like if I immediately put myself out there and I start speaking and I start like facilitating the conversation, I'll be more comfortable. But like if I stay silent and I wait to be spoken to, I get more into my head. So I just have to like push myself immediately into it. So I don't even have a moment to like double think. So he walked in, I was like, hello. And he just like smiles at me and like writes his name on the board. And then he just sits there. He did not even look up at us, did not speak to the two of us, just sat there in silence. And I was like, he is waiting till 6 p.m. hits to get paid. I was like, I'm not speaking to any of you until 6 p.m. hits. Until I'm on the clock, I'm not saying a damn word. Like, you don't get one joke out of me until the clock strikes 6. I literally,
that would be me.
I was like sifting, like, you know, shifting my seat, being like, what the fuck's going on? I was
what time was it?
I'm like 5:58. I'm like, you can't even say hello. You can't even like nothing. So then people started coming into the class and there was a few other stragglers. And then literally like 6 p.m. he goes, hello, class. And I go, you motherfucker.
What the fuck?
He was so funny. I get to go, though. Get your coin. Yeah. And so we went around the class, introduced ourselves. He had us each say why we were there.
Oh, what did you say?
I was like, I have a podcast with my friend and I want to get at my jokes per minute. And he like looks at me, he goes, Jay, JPM. Okay. I was like, I thought you would appreciate that.
Did you not laugh?
I don't know. He probably was like, oh, another fucking podcaster.
He's like, this bitch who thinks she's an influencer.
She thinks she's so funny. Okay. She thinks she's going to like shine bright in the class. And then other people were talking about how they're like, I guess you need to be funny to date. So I'm taking a comedy class.
Oh,
I was
honey.
like, oh, babe, if you got to learn how to be funny.
It's not.
I mean, not to be a hater, you know.
Someone will appreciate you not being funny.
They put themselves out there. I mean, the right person will think you're funny.
It's true.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and then there's another duo who were like, we have a morning talk show and we wanted to just like get more comfortable with each other. I was like, if Alyssa was here, we would fucking blow them out of the water. I know we would.
We'd be so funny.
No, that's just me being a hater. Everyone was very nice. I mean, it is a vulnerable situation that you put yourself into.
Yeah.
And I think the main objective of that class was to just get you out of your comfort zone. Like they wanted you to speak in like weird tones and move weirdly and like, and there are times when I was like, people were putting a little bit more work into it than me because I was nervous. And I'm like, I think you look weirder when you're not putting your all into it.
You do.
When you're the one person who's holding back, you look weird. Yeah. When everyone else is giving it their all, it's like you stand out. So I tried my best.
What noises and moves did you make?
Well, there was one where we all had to go around a circle and we had to like where it was like, I'm the center of the universe, and then the rest of the class was like, yes, you are, and you're like, I'm the center of the universe because, and you had to like make a weird sound or like say something outlandish. Do
you remember what you said?
I said, I didn't, okay.
Yep.
I am the center of the universe because I love indie music. And then I stepped forward and the other people stepped forward. So that was pretty tame. Although some person was like, name one song. And I was like, bitch,
you should have done that.
I swear to go. And then, no, the one I'm actually referring to is we each just had to go around in a circle and make a weird noise and gesture. And then everyone had to copy us. And I think I just went, I went like, wowza. Oh. I like did like a little leg movement. I was like, wowza. And you have to do it twice and then everyone does it back. But that was pretty tame compared to like other people that were like,
oh my God. I do not miss that because I know you've taken acting classes before and like I have too. And I just like cannot believe the situations I put myself in with those. Like you have to remove your ego from like you're hard.
There to be silly.
It is so brave going to one of those classes. It's so
sure.
scary. And you look so silly.
You do. Yeah, acting lessons too. You have to get up and they're like, give us this emotion and then give us that emotion. Now say it like you're happy and say it like you're sad. And you're just standing in front of these strangers and you're like, what the hell did I sign myself up for?
Did an audition at the Tom Hanks Center for Motion Picture or something in Ohio. And they had me get on the ground. There was this dude laying on the ground. I'm like 14. There's a dude laying on the ground and they're like, pretend this is your dad and he died. And
I got that prompt. Oh my God, if I got that prompt, I'd be like, I know exactly what to do.
This is actually what I did.
You're like, oh my God, is this script about me? Is this play about me?
Yeah. My mom was like outside in the hallway. She could totally hear, but
that sucks too. Yeah, because then they're probably did she like critique you when you came out?
No, she probably was so embarrassed because I was like screaming. I
was banging on the door. She was like, "What's going on?
What are you doing to my daughter?" I'm like taking this guy by the shirt, and I'm like, "Dad."
That's insane.
It was crazy.
Like you found him, you walked down on him just dead, and
I had to pretend that I had just discovered his body. It was fucking crazy.
Did you get a callback?
No, that was the callback. I did not get the part.
Okay.
It was probably so bad. But I gave it my all. I didn't shed a tear because I didn't know how to do that because I'm not an actor.
Well, maybe we should go to more lessons.
Yeah. Let's learn how to cry.
I tried to I did an audition at Stort Talent to get signed, and I was so nervous. I was such a little weirdo, probably. And it was like a mature scene. I think I was like telling someone like we were never friends, like a man or so. I don't know. It was just a weird, like we were at a cafe, and I was like, I don't know what you thought, but we were never friends. And just, I don't know, so serious, such like a serious scene. And I remember her having me do it a couple times, and then I think she was just like, okay, thank you, that'll be all. And you're just like, oh,
you're like,
that was bad.
You're like, you don't want to see more.
That was really bad.
More where that came from.
I also auditioned for plays in high school. I never got the part.
I didn't do theater. I was kind of a fake actor. Yeah, that scared me a lot. Live acting. I never did that.
Yeah, I don't know. When I was younger, I used to memorize scripts and then record myself and listen back, and I thought I was gonna be famous.
I would do that too. Yeah, I would totally. Yeah, and I would like submit auditions for random roles that I would find on like Backstage, and just
Backstage. You have to pay monthly for, and then you beg them to watch your audition tape.
Yeah, it's such a waste of money when you don't have anything on your resume. But yeah, I'm so glad those days are behind me. But maybe I should get back into it.
I think it'd be fun.
New career.
I think, yeah.
Acting.
Because at the end of class, he's like, we have these types. We have acting lessons. We have improv comedy. And we have stand-up comedy, like learning how to write stand-up comedy. And I went home and I Googled their stand-up comedy classes because it was kind of intriguing. But they're expensive.
How much are they?
Well, it's like $400 for 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
Oh, dang.
That's not too bad. I think I did acting lessons at Vagabond for $300 for like 6 or 8 weeks. I don't quite remember. So it's pretty standard, but I'm like, do I want to buy a new couch for my apartment or do I want to learn how to do stand-up comedy?
Right.
You know, I got to pick or choose.
Yeah. I've always thought like stand-up would be so cool, but when I go to like the Laugh Factory, I just imagine myself on stage and I'm like, I don't know how they do it. It's so scary. And what if it flops?
I know. I've had people tell me that I should do stand-up comedy, but...
Oh, have you?
I have. I've had a couple of people tell me, but... Then they bring up like my dark jokes, not about like other people, but dark jokes that I've made about myself. They're like, that's so funny. And I'm like, I don't think that I could get up and like tell some of these jokes in front of people and it'll hit. Like, I feel like it would make people uncomfortable.
I feel like that's the best comedy.
That is true.
The really out of pocket, a little bit too far, a little bit too dark. Because
we're the last line of comedians are the last line of defense.
Yeah.
Have you heard?
What?
I think like Joe Rogan said that or something. He's like, comedians are the last line of defense against like, I don't know, cancel culture or like freedom of speech.
No, it's true. That's the only space where you can say pretty cancelable things and not get canceled.
You're like, it was a joke. It's comedy.
It's comedy. Don't you get it? And people are like, oh, okay. Like, okay. I don't know. I think some people don't understand the comedy space as far as stand-up. Like when Matt Rife got canceled for saying things about like beating your wife or whatever. I think that was crazy to say simply because that wasn't his place to say that.
I also think that that's such an easy joke. Like, he didn't reinvent the wheel. Like, we've heard that joke 1,000 times.
It's not funny. And also,
not that like there would be a good joke about beating your wife, but it's like, you thought that was gonna hit. Sorry.
Yeah, I
no
mean,
pun intended.
Anyone. Oh man, Julia canceled 2024.
Every podcast, I feel like I upset someone.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was just like not funny. I could see a joke like to that caliber being funny if it was like creative.
I mean, I think that there's definitely really creative ways to approach touchy subjects, but his was just so like straight to the point and not funny and just like, okay, you said the same thing that we've heard in the back of the bus since middle school.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
One joke after the other.
You might as well tell me to make a sandwich. Like, like, all right.
Tell us to get in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm like, these are your best jokes. You get a Netflix. Well, that was the Netflix special, right?
Yeah,
you get a Netflix special.
That was his out the gate joke to his Netflix special.
Insane.
Like, he thought that was the winner. He's like, I'm hooking them. Meanwhile, everyone turned off after 10 minutes because they're like, I don't need to. I could go to a middle school football game and hear this in the bleachers.
And it would be funnier.
It would probably be funnier.
It would make me laugh.
They'd probably be a little even more out of pocket.
Totally.
But
totally.
Coming from like a almost 30-year-old man, I don't know. It's just like, all right. You don't have more life experience to expand on than like, you hit your wife. Like,
yeah. I don't know. It was just weird. Do you remember the Ashley Gavin stuff going on where she told an audience member to kill herself?
Oh, I do remember that.
Okay, what's your opinion on that?
Wait, can you explain more? But I remember it, but not that clearly.
She basically, it was like at an Indianapolis show, I'm pretty sure, that she was doing crowd work or something. Or maybe this girl... No.
That is so insane to turn to someone in the crowd and be like, kill yourself.
She may have been heckling. I don't remember if she was heckling or if it was crowd work.
Yeah.
But she was interacting with this girl. And then she kind of kept saying aggressively, like, you should kill yourself and go kill yourself. And this girl apparently struggled with mental illness or whatever and like tried. I don't know.
Okay, well, I would have to hear what after the show.
No. Before, I might be making this up, but the girl left, like ended up leaving the show.
If you're heckling, you got to take the heat. I'm
Right,
sorry.
okay.
If you're heckling, you have like hecklers say shit to comedians and comedians will absolutely like demolish them. And then they'll like start screaming and crying and like leave the venue. But if you get picked out of the crowd, like they chose to do crowd work on you and they just maybe don't like one of your responses. Okay, then that's out of pocket because you did nothing. You're a victim. You didn't do anything. You didn't ask for that.
I feel like she was heckling and probably not even realizing she was heckling. But
also, why are you speaking out at a show?
That is my biggest pet peeve.
So weird. I would never be like, move on. Like people go, joke flopped, move on. Like what? And you don't think you're gonna get like destroyed by the comedian,
right?
You don't think the rest of the crowd is gonna groan and be like,
so annoying to hear.
This guy sucks.
Yeah, like, well, why? Just shut the fuck up. Oh my god, I have to talk about this. So I went and saw Love Lies Bleeding. Have you seen it?
No.
It is.
Oh, I want to see it.
Fucking good. I saw it a few weeks ago, but I went with my friend Emma, and
your teeth are so white.
Really?
They're like shining,
oh
like
my
glistening.
God, thank you.
Sorry, I was just distracted by like the glimmer, the glimmer out of the side of your smirk.
You blinded by just like the sparkle?
I was like, oh my god, what is that?
Oh my god,
I didn't know you had like gems.
Teeth whitening, toothpaste,
yeah,
some Crest strips. So, first of all, I want to say that movie like made me want to hit the gym like every single day. I want to be a gym bro, lesbian. It was so hot, but also really crazy and out of pocket. But there were these two clearly gay men sitting right next to us, and they would not shut the fuck up. They had a comment every 2 seconds about something. They were like, oh my god, I can't believe she said that. Or like, oh my god, stop. They would just kept saying shit. And I'm like, I get it. Like, it's funny and the things that are happening in this movie are crazy, but shut the fuck up. I cannot stand when people talk in movies or like when there are kids in the room just like screaming.
Don't get me started on this. People have lost etiquette at concerts, at movie theaters, and at comedy shows.
Yes.
Like, I cannot explain. Like I went to the last year, 2 years when I've been going to music festivals or just concerts at regular venues, I can't hear the artist because I have bitches in the back
just yapping.
I cannot begin to explain how much I want to turn around and be like, can you get to the back of the fucking venue if you're gonna chat?
Yeah.
I've even been this conversation gets me heated. It does, because it pisses me off.
Yeah,
because I was at Backseat Lovers at Lollapalooza, and these bitches next to me, they were like, who is this? I don't even know who this is. I don't know. I just came here to like fill the show. I don't know. I gotta go to the next venue. And I'm like, I'm going. Like, why are you here? Why are you here? If you don't know these people, leave. Don't talk.
Right.
I love Backseat Lovers. One of my favorite bands. I was so excited. Bought tickets specifically for that day to see Backseat Lovers. And then I have these people in the back, and it's like, yes, I could move, but everyone is talking. No matter what, everyone is talking. My ADHD brain, I can't zero in on the artist because everyone around me is talking. I just do not know when there was a switch where everyone feels so comfortable having full on discussions in the middle of concerts and movies.
It's so disrespectful. Like, shut the fuck up. It just makes the experience so much worse for everyone else. It reminds me of when I was at Fletcher at Lala like 2 years ago. There was a straight couple. They look like country bumpkins from like middle of nowhere, Indiana. Probably 40-year-old man and a woman. Looked like they had been smoking cigarettes all their life. They were at Fletcher, like pretty close to the barricade, and they were talking to Allie and I, and they were like, "Who's this girl like that's about to play?" And Allie was like, "Oh, she's a gay artist." And then they go, "Oh, like that's why are you like she's probably not gay." Like as in they thought she was saying she's this gay fucking artist.
Oh my god. They're like, "We don't use that term anymore."
Yeah,
as an
they were
insult.
like, "You
and
guys."
Allie's like,
We were like, "No, she's gay."
no, she likes women. She dates women.
She fucks women. I know that's hard for you to wrap your brain around, sir, but she wouldn't fuck you.
Oh, he goes, so she's a queer.
Yeah,
She's one of them queers.
You're like, oh.
Well, when you put it that way.
Yeah, and we're just like, can you fucking leave? This isn't your space. Made me so mad.
I wonder who was playing afterwards.
I honestly don't even remember.
Yesterday, I slipped on a banana peel.
Shut up. Like,
Actually, I was walking out of Whole Foods, and I did like that thing where you like slide forward, and I looked behind me, and I was like, no fucking way did I just slip on a banana peel.
It happened to you.
It happened.
That has to mean something. Did you look it up? I feel like it means something.
Mercury's in retrograde, solar eclipse, I'm slipping up banana peels.
The world's about to end.
The world is about to end.
I feel like once you slip on a banana peel, your life is kind of over.
That's my omen. Oh. Ooh, shaking in my boots at that one.
Who knows?
I just thought that was a silly thing that happened to me. And I was like, if I ate shit, I would never recover.
Yeah, if you ate shit because of a banana peel. Oh, I'd like to talk about my Chicago experiences so far.
Oh, okay.
I have a list of things that have happened to me.
Okay, Chicago experiences.
Okay, it's gonna get really weird. So
Trigger warning? Question mark?
I just have this list in my head of like really crazy things that have happened to me. Mm-hmm. And I think I've been wanting to share. I don't think I've told you any of them because they're crazy, and I wanted to share them on the podcast. Okay, so really weird and scary, borderline dangerous things have happened. So we're gonna start with. Okay, so there was one night. Okay, so first of all, we know the gunshots that go off outside my apartment. That's happened twice so far. But a little bit before that, I had to take Coda out at night, and it was raining. It was pouring rain. It was 11 p.m. He had to go potty, and is he asleep? He's like,
his head's kind of wonky.
Coda. Okay. Anyway, I had to take him out, and so I walk outside, and I look to my right. There's a man walking in the pouring rain at 11 p.m. carrying an axe. A fucking axe on the sidewalk. No one is out. First of all, no one walks on my street at night because there's nothing around.
He's having his Joker moment.
Yeah, and I was like, well, how do we interpret this? Why does a man have an axe in the pouring rain on the sidewalk in Chicago? Like, he's not like a lumberjack. He's not chopping down trees at this hour. Mm-mm. So did he kill someone just that, or was he wanting to kill someone?
So what did you do?
I ran back inside, but I was fumbling with my keys. I could not get my fucking key out, and like, this man's coming.
That's like Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers type shit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna die. So
that is horrifying. I remember being on having the Citizens app when I lived in Lincoln Park, and it would be like, man wielding machete 0.5 miles away, and I'm like, oh,
like, I didn't know people actually did that. I thought that was a joke.
No.
I think probably a couple weeks after this happened, I get a citizen notification that there was an armed robbery at the Jewel, like over there really close to me, and I'm like, oh, that's funny. Like, why are they robbing the Jewel? And they were on the loose, like they didn't catch the guys. Like, probably like 10 or 15 minutes after I get that notification, I have to take Coda out again. And so I cross the street.
Coda, you're putting your mom in a lot of interesting situations.
Yeah,
How
Coda.
do you feel about that?
He's snoring.
Speechless. He's speechless.
So we're across the street, and I see from the direction of the Jewel
a man with bags with the money sign on them.
Dollar bills flying everywhere.
Got a ski mask on. And
no,
those sacks with like the dollar signs on them. He's running away like a Monopoly man.
Listen, he was dressed in all black and had a ski mask on.
Oh no!
And I was like, "You're fucking kidding me! I'm
gonna get you."
I'm about to. I'm like, oh, he knows that I see him.
Oh god!
And you know when people. They don't want a witness, so they take him out. I thought I was gonna die, so I start kind of fast walking toward the police station because I.
You're gonna go tell the police? You're gonna go tattletale? No, he's over here. He's over here.
Listen to what happens next. So I'm walking to the police. I wasn't gonna tell them, but I was like, I feel safer being by the police.
Tattletale.
I'm letting this man run free. This motorcycle is driving. He slows down next to the guy. And I swear to God, he like pulls up to him, and I turn away because I'm like, I don't want them to know that I'm looking at what they're doing. And then the motorcyclist turns around and coming back to me. And so I'm freaking out. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Thankfully, he kept going, but he was so slow. And I'm like, I am going to die simply because I like saw these people. But nothing happened, and the guy eventually like kept walking the other way, and I was safe.
You're supposed to pretend like you're blind in those moments.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's your seeing eye dog.
Yeah, I'm like
they'll be like, oh, sorry.
Fake steak.
Go Helen Keller on him.
Yeah. And then I went on a run, I think at like 5 p.m. Like a week later, and I'm running on this track that's like kind of close to my apartment. Mm-hmm. And mind you, it's a track around this like field of grass. There are people playing with their dogs. There are children running around. I turn the corner after like my second lap. There is a man jacking off, staring at me in the eyes. His dick is out. And I was a yard away from him.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God. Like, what does that mean for me?
That's a bad omen.
Yeah.
That's your omen.
I was like, holy fuck. I didn't know what to do, so I kept running, and I ran away from the track, and I just finished my run, and I was like, I should call the police, but
Who do you think finished first, him or you?
Oh my God. Hopefully him. God, it's so gross.
I'm sorry that happened to you. That's really
traumatic.
Horrible.
Yeah, no, it was really weird. So I was scarred by that, and I should have called I don't know why I didn't call the police.
You should have ran straight to the police station again.
I should.
Every single week, you're like huffing and puffing up there. You're like, so guys, I have another thing to report.
There's an axe. There's a guy with a ski mat. Someone's jacking off. I don't know.
I've been on the way to work and stopped at a red light, and I glanced over, and there was a man just like pissing onto the sidewalk, and I was like, oh.
I have another story.
Oh God.
I was at a gas station, and it was 11 o'clock at night. I needed gas. And I was like, nothing bad's gonna happen. Like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I was like, you're in your head, like, to be scared right now. Like, you're fine. Nothing bad is gonna happen. And I pull up, I park, and I start pumping the gas. This man is just, like, hanging around the gas station. And he starts approaching me. And he gets pretty close. And I, like, at the point, like, he's probably, like, I don't know, like 2 yards away from me, and I'm like, okay, I have to do something. And I don't have anything on me. Like, I don't have pepper spray or anything. Mm-hmm. And I think I told you this.
You just turn the gas on him and just have a match. Like, don't.
I'll light a match and be like,
no more stuff. Not one step closer. I swear to God, I'll light you up. That'd be scary. No one's gonna mess with you like that.
Well, the first thing I think of, I'm like, I don't have any weapons, so what else would scare him? So I get in my car, I close the door, he starts walking to my window. I take out my phone, I'm just like, I start taking pictures of him. I'm like,
yes, sir.
Pose. And then he's
flash.
Like, he's like, oh fuck, this microphone. He's like, oh, like, no. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna send your picture to the police. Get you arrested.
You're such a narc.
I'm gonna walk to the police station.
I'm gonna take a light jog to the police station and turn you in. They might as well give you a badge at this point.
I'm a narc. Yeah, I can't help it, you know?
No, that is really scary. I can't.
Yeah.
I mean mug every person at the gas station.
Same. I stare at people's eyes.
I literally am like, I put my hood up and I just I give the nastiest looks.
I'm convinced I would win in a fight against a man in that situation. I'm like so, because I'm already like I'm riled up. I have adrenaline going through me because I'm just like, fuck you, like, you fucking man, like, fucking stupid bitch. Like,
I believe we're gonna believe some of this. Fuck you.
Fuck! And I know I would just beat the shit out of someone if they tried me. I think I would just start
screaming. I would just start screaming. I'd be like,
I think I would want to try to like bite their face off or something.
We go rabid. That's what you gotta do when you live in Chicago.
Yeah.
You gotta be prepared to bite someone's face off.
You do. Also, I want to say, everyone should carry around pepper spray. Do you carry around pepper spray?
I don't.
Okay, you should, because literally that is the best.
I do. If anyone's listening, I do.
You do know. That's the best deterrent. Like, when you pepper spray someone, they're done. I think there are so many cases where women have been attacked, or not even attacked, but like have been kidnapped or something, where if they had pepper spray, their lives would have been saved. Everyone should carry around pepper spray.
I agree. My mom once gave me one of those little buzzers that you put on your keychain and you rip like something out of it and it goes whoa, 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 like so loud, like piercing loud. But I took it off my keychain because one time I pulled my keys out of my purse and the little thing got ripped out of it, and I was in the middle of a parking lot and it was just like whoa, 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 and I was like going through my purse and I couldn't find the little piece to put back into it. So for like a solid minute of me just like frantically searching through my bag in the middle of a parking lot.
Oh man. Did anyone come? Did it do the trick?
I got it attracts people instead of deters them. No, I definitely got looks. I was in college. I was in like a college parking lot, like such an embarrassing situation.
So embarrassing.
As I'm like about to literally turn over my bag onto the pavement to like search for the thing. I was like, I'm done. I'm gonna take my chances. I'm not putting this on my keychain.
No, imagine you're in like a library. It just starts going up. No, or just like church.
Genuinely. And then I also have like this hard pointy thing that my mom gave me on my keychain that, I mean, you could like hit someone with it, but you could also probably break your car window with it. But everyone asks me if it's a dildo. I'm not even kidding.
It kind of looks like a butt plug.
I have had so many people pick up my keys and go, "Is this a dildo?"
Yeah, try it.
Yeah. I'm like, "Oh yeah, the thing with the point at the end? Sure."
Yeah,
most
that'll
definitely.
feel real good.
Yeah, I'm like, bend over. Let's try it out.
Let's test it. You wanna see? Let's see for yourself.
Yeah,
the dildo.
All the quirky things that girls have on their keychains.
Just
quirky girl things.
Pepper spray and a knife. I need to get a knife.
We're constantly prepping for something.
I feel like I'm constantly in a state of anxiety and panic. I'm like always on edge, so tense.
When
like, something's gonna happen.
Yeah, when you're a young a young woman who lives in the city. I mean, anywhere can be spooky, but the city is definitely can definitely be scary. I mean, I went to go pick up food last night and I was like looking over my shoulder the whole time, and it was like a 5-minute walk in the dark.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, I would also.
I dressed like a guy. I wore like.
That's one thing.
I wore like sweatpants, sweatshirt, put my hood up, like tried to walk more like aggressively.
I don't know. I'll wear like my coat that's a man's coat, and I'll have my hood up, and I'll look like a dude.
Yeah.
I feel like no one would want to mess with me.
Have you seen the girl on TikTok who it's her like nighttime mustache, and whenever she has to walk alone, she puts a mustache on?
Should we do that?
I think so. It's a pretty solid idea. I mean, in the dark, no one's really gonna notice, probably, as long as you have like a hood up or something.
You're either a man or you're a freak.
And either way, they're not gonna want to mess with you.
No, why would you mess with a girl with a mustache?
They'd be like, I'm gonna let this one slide.
Yeah, like,
you're not my type.
Yeah, I'm not into that. I wouldn't want that.
Did you see Marshmallow and Sudden Death pop up at the Wiener Circle?
I drove by it.
So mad.
It was like
I have
15
FOMO.
minutes. It wasn't that long.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had mad FOMO. I was like, that set sounds like, I was listening to it. I was like, I would headbang to that. I am a closeted headbanger.
Okay.
I used to be.
But you would be headbanging at the Wiener Circle?
I would, if that would be the number one spot I would want to headbang is at the Wiener Circle.
Yeah.
15-minute set though. Yeah, I wouldn't have made it.
It was crowded. It didn't last long. It's so random. Like, where did that come from?
I wonder who set that up. Like, if Redline set that up, the house Collective. They like throw house shows in abandoned places and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's also a house show pop up in a church this Saturday. It was like a day party. I'm like, first of all, I think we need to pop into some of these. Those sound fun.
That sounds so fun.
It sounds so
in a
fun.
Church. That's awesome.
They had one in an abandoned gas station. No, not like car wash the other month.
Oh,
I'm like, that's so cool.
That's really cool.
I need to stay on top of it so I can go. Oh, sorry, I'm like, I'm out of breath. My pants are too tight.
Open the airways.
I need to hit the gym too. My pants are too tight, and then it makes me out of breath. Speaking.
Oh my God.
I'm out of shape. I'm trying to get back into the gym. I really like fell off. I don't know. It's difficult trying to find the right like workout.
Just become a rock climber.
True, I will get lesbian arms if I do that.
Yeah, you'll get ripped.
I know. Well, we went that one time, but we
did not.
We did 2 climbs, 3 climbs.
We got on the rocks like one time and just we talked for 2 hours.
Yeah, but that's what it's all about when you work out with your friend.
No, it was fun.
I did like 3 level 1 climbs, and I was like, all right,
let's get into the tea.
I was like, oh I'm getting calluses. This is so hard.
I went climbing again for the first time in like a month.
Really? How
Yesterday.
was it?
It was horrible.
Oh.
I went with my friend Justin, and we were both like, because we hadn't done it in a while. We've been lifting a lot, but we stopped climbing for a little because we've been climbing for like almost 3 years, but we took a break and then we got back into it, and then we climbed for 30 minutes and we got so mad. We were like, why is this hard? We were like, this is stupid. We gotta go. We just left. We're like, it was supposed to be like a fun, lighthearted event, a workout, and we left.
And then you get frustrated. You're like,
we were so frustrated, and we left, and we're like, we can't talk about this. It was bad.
I was going to solid core at least like twice a week for, like I said, almost a year. And then I injured myself and I had to do physical therapy for like 2 months. And then I was scared to get back to it because it's such an intense workout. And then I think after a couple months, I went back, like I said, and I was so bad at everything. I had to keep stopping. I was like getting out of breath. And I was like, this is so frustrating. Like, I feel like I made so much progress. My arms and my back were looking so good when I was going consistently. And I just feel like I had way better endurance. And then when you take that time off, I feel like I just keep getting sick. Like, I've got COVID 4 times.
It really makes such a difference whenever you take a break.
Yeah, I'm going to buy tankinis for the summer.
Oh, okay.
That's what I've decided. One pieces and tankinis.
One Piece. I haven't worn a one piece in ages.
They're in though.
Are they?
I think so.
Okay, good.
I heard
I'm gonna buy some.
Victoria Paris is making tankini line, so she's gonna pave the path. All we need is Bella Hadid and a tankini, and we're good.
Yeah, we're golden.
We're solid for the rest of the summer.
I'm just not gonna go to the water.
I didn't
stay inside.
I didn't do Friday morning swim club last year, but I did go paddleboarding once. We tried.
Julia just didn't wake up.
I think I woke up I remember I woke up before you. And
yeah, and you didn't hear anything.
No, I woke up, I think, from the alarms that were going off.
Yeah.
And I looked at my time and you guys weren't getting up, and I kind of was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go back to sleep. Which I fully could have gotten up and like knocked on the door and woken you up.
Yeah.
But I decided in that moment, I was like, we're all staying home.
Yeah. I feel like I woke up and then I was
we're both sitting there like contemplating silently to ourselves. We don't know the other one is like, do I get up or do I not?
I think my eyes are open for a bit and I'm like, well, no one's moving, so I'm just gonna go back to sleep.
Exactly.
Dying.
And I don't know if they're gonna have them this year because they got shut down from the Chicago PD last year.
I feel like it'll be like an unorganized thing where people will do them.
But it was like unorganized, and then it just grew too big to where
I feel like there's no way they'll stop it.
I think
what are they
that
gonna do, arrest people.
I think they're gonna have to like break it up into different areas.
I'm gonna go there and start turning people in.
You fucking narc! You bitch!
I'm gonna
the police, they're like, you're great. They're like, we actually love you. Here's a badge. Here's a citizen's arrest badge. And then you go to Friday morning swim
yellow
club.
vest. I'm gonna start handcuffing.
You start throwing out buoys. You like, you out of the water.
No, I'm gonna latch people with handcuffs and be like, you're gonna take a light jog with me to the police station. Come with me this way.
They still have the floaty around them.
Watch your step. Come on.
No, you take like a knife to their foot. And you're like, ugh. You're like, fun times
pocket
over.
Knife. My pepper spray, my pocket knife. You're like, don't make me use this.
This is such a violent episode. Don't mess with us, Chicago girl.
Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. And
we hope you survived the solar eclipse with no retina damage, and we are happy.
Yeah, we hope you can see this episode. Hopefully you didn't have trouble clicking on things from your blindness.